painting tool, drawing tool, custom shape tool, transforming objects, and working with layer. So these are the 5 points which we are going to cover in this particular video. Let us open Photoshop. So when you open the Photoshop, you see the file present here. So let us try to use the brush, which is one of the painting tools. So in the option bar, you will see the brush style, then the brush size, hardness, and the various types of brushes. And then you have the modes, opacity, flow. So these are the advanced option. Right now we are doing with the basics. And then take care of the color which you want to take. Say for example, keep the drawing in the mind, whatever you have to make, and then start drawing anything, whatever you want to draw. The different brush patterns which you get here are like this. Let us use the maple leaf and take some nice color and drop them. So you see how nicely this maple sheep is getting spread on this particular white canvas. This is how you can make a card very nicely. The next painting tool which you are going to learn is the gradient tool. In the gradient tool, we will use the different types of gradients. Again, begin with a new file, give a suitable name to it. So under the gradient tool, as you will see, there is already a gradient pattern which you can find here, and some of the presets are there. You can do your own gradient also. What you have to do in that case, you will be double clicking on these small boxes and select the color which you want. And then you will get your desired gradients. And if you are clicking on the new button, it will be one of your permanent gradient shade which will be in the presets. So I have done it. Now the different types of gradient which are available: linear gradient, radial gradient, angle gradient, reflected gradients, and diamond gradient. They just differ in the way they spread themselves on the sheet. So I have to fix the mouse here, keep dragging it, and do like this. So right now I was in the radial gradient, so it came like that. See the linear pattern, and this is the angle pattern. Then this is your reflected pattern. This is the diamond pattern. So always you will see where you are placing your mouse, and then dragging the mouse makes the change in the design. Now, say for example, we are taking this background. We will move to the drawing tools. Under the drawing tools, we are having rectangle, rounded rectangle, ellipse, polygon, and the line. As per your requirement, you will pick up the shapes. Now, the moment I go for some other designs, I need to change the color. Definitely, I would like to have something else on this particular sheet. So, this is my rectangle. Check on the stroke style. Let's keep it solid. And it's like this. Since the fill is under the gradient fill, so I got this particular fill. And then if I make it solid here, and then I get to, it's a solid black, I can pick up my colors. So it is making the change in the existing rectangle. There's another rectangle which I got. Now you can see in the layer panel. Now see, this is the layer panel. Background panel is always, layer is always locked, and you can hide these layers. You can show these layers. You can duplicate the layer like this, and then again you can make the change in the layer name by right clicking it, and just double clicking on it, you will be able to change the layer name. So you can say green rectangle 2, anything like that which you can identify. And if I want to remove this rectangle, so right now which rectangle is active, I can see by using the move tool. So this is one more rectangle which was on top of it. So we are having 3 rectangles, and here the 3 layers. Like that, the different shapes. Say for example ellipse. So you set your color again and put the ellipse like this. Okay, so it's here. Then what we will be doing next is the shapes, the different custom shapes. Let us take a new file for that, and let's have some nice fill, as we have already done the gradient tool. So right now there's a shape which has come over here. How can we get rid of it? So we will delete the layer. So after deleting the layer only, we can get rid of that particular image. So with the gradient shade, I pick up this gradient shade and put my gradients here. Then I go to the custom shape, which is again in this particular tool. So this custom shape, from here I can pick up any of the shapes. Say for example, I want to pick up these parrot shapes. So I have to take care what kind of fill and stroke I am already having in. So let us check that I take this gradients and I take fill also of that same sort, and let's take my parrot. Then again, if I am drawing another parrot, so it's like that. Like this, I am having 3 parrots over here. So this is my 3 layers along the right layer panel. Along with this particular custom shape, I would like to tell you the transforming objects. How do you transform objects? So we have to take care what is my active layer. So here I will press Ctrl T. Okay, so this layer got activated. I will go to the edit button, and there in the transform part I can flip horizontal, so the same parrot can be flipped. Then again, to bring this parrot next to this other parrot, so I have to click it, use the move button, and then bring it down here. So this becomes very interesting, and with the same thing I can go to the edit menu and I can use the free transform tool, and with that I can scale the object. Diagonal movement, horizontal movement, vertical shrinking, and flipping, and other kind of rotation, screwing, perspective change, all this can happen from this particular submenu. Now, as I'm having a design in my mind, so what I can do, I'm planning to use my brush tool with the solid brush color. Say for example, I take a little bit of hazy brush, so I set the change in the color change also. So this is nice mauve color. And then you need to take care. Now see, the mouse pointer is coming as a cross. So since I'm on a shape layer, I have to be on the background layer to draw something. I want to draw a stem shape. So let me take a suitable brush size. Here you really have to have a artistic bend of mind so that it's feeling as if they are holding or sitting on the rope. And then I take some other brush shapes. Some idea is coming in my mind. So what we can do, use these maple leaves, or let's take some other color because this is a very imaginary diagram which we are taking. Let's start moving this leaf around here. Okay, so it's making it very artistic. We can have a border, or let us explore some more on the custom shapes for the borders. As you can see, there are some border shapes as well, the frame, which they're calling it as frame. So let's pick one of them. Again, you have to take here the design, the fill which the frame will have, and the stroke. So let's place it, and this is how it looks. So the frame is on this place. So again on the frame as well, we can do Control T just to transform it, to bring it in such a way on the corners of the phi as if it was just beginning from there. So you can imagine that how beautiful and nice it is looking. So this way you can have a base for a card. So with this we have used the brush tool, the custom shape tool, and these are the custom shapes, the various custom shapes, the layers. We can change the order of the layers. Okay, so and here the background layer, which is always a permanent layer. If I want to hide one parrot, I can hide it, but before hiding it I have to be specific that which one I actually require to hide. And again, if I need to display it, again I can display it in the same manner with the I button.